things to be found. I know a place where you can go, where there's no one to tell you yes or no. If you just look into your heart, you will find there. That's the place to start. If you take a step and take another again, you'll find a better place to land.
We're gonna go check out White Swan Park, a municipal free campground right on Fraser Lake. So let's see. Good morning, team. It is August the 4th, and we have left Swan RV Park. What a beautiful hidden treasure. And now we are hoping to make it to Mount Robson today, as it has the tallest peak of the Rocky Mountains in Canada. Fingers crossed we get a campground there, but if not, we'll stay somewhere around the area. I'll show you more of that on our way on Yellowhead Highway. George. So right as you come into this area of Prince George, you have Walmart, Home Depot, the Canadian Tire, plenty of...
Which is not a tire store.
This is true. And there's Diesel and Kentucky Fried Chicken. I think that Kentucky Fried Chicken is calling my name. What do you think?
I'm not turning there.
Okay. No chicken for me, folks. But we'll probably eat once we get a campground. Okay. Now, unmistakably, we have seen Mount Robson. Oh, wow. Where, Daddy? What do you think about that? So we got to see Mount Robson, but there was no camping. We learned this is a holiday weekend for the Canadians, so camping is going to be very packed and full. So we are going on Highway 5 down to a town called Valmont to see if there is any available camping in that area. So we're coming back into Mount Robson. We want to spend a little more time today. We did find a campground at Irvins, IRVINS. Super nice facilities. It is August the 5th, and we have another beautiful sunny day in British Columbia. Cannot wait to explore around this area.
We're just outside of Jasper at Mount Robson. We're at the sign that just wanted to show you what we're seeing here. I'm gonna take a picture of Mount Robson, and then I'm gonna turn around and show you the view in the other direction, because it's just all beautiful. Anything else?
That's it.
All right, here we go.
pictures like this.
Okay, Cindy and the Moose,
Cindy and the Moose in
British Columbia.
British Columbia.
There we go. Okay, team. Cindy talked us into doing a virtual reality tour of Mount Robson. It was really fantastic. I was able to finish a little bit before her since I started a little earlier. But if you ever get a chance, I mean, it was $6 Canadian and it was well worth it. And the help here has been phenomenal.
Felt like you were in the helicopter.
Okay, team. Cindy's found us another hiking trail just outside of the Visitor Center of Mount Robson. Here we go. It's a short hike, 0.6 miles. We ought to be able to do it fairly quickly. It's called the Overland Falls Trail. 3/4 of an hour to return. Here we go. Okay, team. Here's a view of the trail to Overland Falls. It's supposed to be only 0.6 miles, so not too bad of a walk.
Although it's berry season, we must watch for the bears. But we have our bear spray.
Overland Falls. In the spring of 1862, a group of 175 men and one woman traveled overland from Ontario to reach the newly discovered gold fields at central British Columbia. At the time, the usual route to the west coast was by sea, around the south tip of South America. So this group thought it to be quite daring, was known as the Overlanders. The Overlanders passed this spot in late August of 1862 en route to Tehuantepec, where they regrouped and rested. There, the group split into two, one traveling by land and water along the North Thompson River Valley to Fort Kamloops, and one traveling by water along the Fraser River to Quensal. After the long, difficult journey, the tales of hardship and the gold fields, many of the Overlanders dismissed the idea of mining that year. Some settled in Fort Kamloops, many traveled to the coast in search of work, and others went back home. Few actually made it to the gold fields of the Cariboo. Okay, it was a joy walking down this trail. It's not gonna be so fun walking back up. But as Cindy said, it will earn us a lunch at A&W, not on our normal diet, but sounds really good to replenish our nourishment here. But we will be walking up this trail, 0.6 miles. Talk to you later. Bye.
We are just about 12 miles out of the Wells Gray Provincial Park Visitor Center.
Hey team, August the 6th, we're here at Hemken Falls in Wells Gray's Provincial Park in British Columbia. Cindy had this on her list of waterfalls to see, and once again, it's impressive here in Canada. So, Cindy, anything else?
I finally found the view, and we're going to give it to you now.
There you go.
theme for tonight. Pine Grove Campground and RV sites. We're gonna see which site we get. So we're gonna give you a little view into our campsite. There's another fiberglass trailer over there. It's a boiler. Not familiar with that brand, but it's very shady in here. Quiet so far. It's 3:30 in the afternoon.
Hey team, this is our last morning in Canada. We're going to be headed south today. We stayed here at a campsite just north of Kamloops. So we'll be driving through Kamloops. There are some wildfires that are listed on the way down the Osasas. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But we're going to be crossing back into the U.S. probably around 1 and 2 o'clock today, and then we're going to stay at a Harvest Host. This is the first time we've had to suffer a little bit with the heat. Last night we were dry camping here at this campground as this was a holiday weekend for them. So wasn't a lot of spaces available, so we had to dry camp. It didn't cool off until probably around 2 in the morning. So we're going to be harvest toasting tonight. We will be able to run the generator so we can have AC tonight running off the gen. And then we're headed to the Sawtooth Mountains, which I've been looking at the temperatures. Highs have been in the 60s, lows in the 30s. So be kind of back to the temperatures we know, but I know it's at altitude is how it's getting it. So that'll be fun. This is the breakfast we're having today. We're trying to cook up what remaining vegetables and eggs and everything we have, so when we cross the border we don't have anything to declare, just to make it a little bit easier. So we're cooking everything up, eating everything we can. So here you go. Here's the breakfast that we're having, which is some bell pepper, sausage, onions, and then I'll throw in some eggs, and then Cindy's got some tomatoes she's been dicing up. We'll throw those in there as well. So this is life on the road, at least for now. It still is a beautiful area. Campground here, beautiful pine woods. We've enjoyed it. We had a good night's sleep once we did cool off a little bit there, but we couldn't run our generator after about 9 o'clock last night, so got a little toasty. Here's the trailer, truck and trailer. I've got to rehook back up. You can see we're a little unlevel here, so I had to raise it up quite a bit. Only damage I've had so far is with the battery box tray. Pulls out on the destruction bay. Sheared the pin that holds the tray in, so I've been able to wedge in some beetle rubber roll that I had in there. Okay team, who would have ever guessed that here we are, Cindy and I, in our Oliver Legacia Elite 2 trailer. Let's see if I can get it in there. Our Legacy Elite 2 trailer. We're traveling through the southern portion of British Columbia. There we go, Oliver Travel Trailers. And we come upon a small town. Name is Oliver. So we just had to get a shot here of Oliver and Oliver. An Oliver in Oliver. Here we go. And they have a really neat sign here. It's labeled Oliver, Canada's wine capital. So here we have Cindy and I in our Oliver in Oliver. Ha! Who knew? It's kind of neat here too. And to have the resemblance of walking down a wine row here. Looky here, look at the little grapes everywhere. The little grapes. Woohoo! You can see them here. Look, this is so cool. So cool. And there is Oliver in Oliver. So cool.
So here we are at our harvest toast for tonight, and we're under the trees, but look at this view. We are headed down to the wine tasting. We'll get the name of the place because, again, I don't want to mess up the pronunciation. It's August the 8th and bright and early. We stayed at a wonderful harvest host last night, Esther Bricks Winery out of Oroville, Washington, and awoke to the sound of a rooster this morning. And he was very active as he wanted to crow for hours. But it didn't bother us. We were up. And now we are headed towards the north part of Spokane. But we are on Highway 20 East, and this is some of our views.